and welcome back to my channel and welcome to this Q&A with my husband. Say hi. And apparently our dog has to be here. He's not even paying attention. Why are we bringing the dog? Is this a family excursion? Is this a family excursion?
He wanted to join.
We're gonna do a little Q&A about questions that you have been asking about our upcoming move. So that's what this video is gonna be all about. If you haven't been here before, this channel is normally about makeup and beauty. But we are gonna talk a little bit about our upcoming move. But I am in the middle of doing one upload every day until Christmas, depending on how this move is progressing. Send help, but if you want to see some more makeup content, please do subscribe because I upload, well, normally 5 times a week, but right now, every day until Christmas. Hopefully, maybe. We'll see. Ooh. Did you bring me juice?
You brought me juice.
If you are new on my channel, I have gotten some new subscribers lately. It's my husband Ricardo.
I'm not a new subscriber, I'm an old subscriber actually.
I'm not even sure you have been subscribed that long, to be honest.
Sure I have. You can go look.
Can I?
Mm-hmm.
I'm suspicious. We are moving soon. We're moving abroad. We've been talking about this move for a million years. I did have a video last week. I'll leave a link to that down below where I was actually talking about the fact that we were moving to Texas. And we've gotten some questions, so we're gonna answer them. And since we have Tesla here before he grows tired of it, we do have a dog and 2 cats, and you were wondering, what about the pets? I didn't mention that in my last video. Is that you not putting your phone on silent? Asking for a friend?
No. That was clearly our old phone.
I didn't talk about the pets in the last video because we weren't 100% listen, everything's up in the air. We don't know anything about it, but we are bringing the pets, that we do know.
Yeah, they'll be coming. We know how to get them there, but we don't know where there is yet because we don't have a house.
We don't have a place to live. And we don't, like, we could just order tickets. If it was just the 2 of us, we could order tickets so we can just stay at a hotel and just sort it while we're there. But since we have 3 pets, we want to make sure that when we get there, we actually have somewhere to stay. So that's why we haven't, like, oh, are you bored? That's why we haven't, you can go if you want to. You can go if you want to. That's why we haven't booked anything with like dates and stuff yet, because we're not 100% sure where we're staying.
Yeah, it's not that there is any shortage of housing in Austin, but people don't really reply, and they're a bit hard to get in contact with. It's been Thanksgiving as well, so maybe this week is easier.
Yeah, hopefully it can't be harder.
No.
It's been something, but there is a service. It's called a premium pet. What was it called? Premium pet service? Is that what it's called? Was it called that, or is it just us calling it that?
I don't think it's called that. Oh, no, I know what you're confusing it with. It's basically you have a travel agency for pets. So he cannot go on in the planes with people like you would normally bring your pets. So he has to go he has to be shipped as cargo with a specific company, and so he'll get...
Do you want to come down, sweetie? You seem a little bored. Oh, you just want to be here with me? Oh, I just wanted your spot. I just wanted your spot. Okay, then you get to stay. Sorry, this dog. Okay, so, yeah, we have to check him as cargo, but we want to do it properly so that someone takes care of him and looks after him. And the cats, of course. Yeah,
and I mean, there's no direct flight to Texas anyway. They go as far as Chicago, but that's it.
Yeah.
So you can't have a dog with connecting flights, right? So they would have been sitting too long in a box. So basically there are a couple of animal stables around Central Europe. So you ship them there, and then there is this pet service where they feed them and walk them and etc. And then they put them on the next flight the next day.
Yeah. So that's what we're gonna do. And basically the pets tickets are gonna cost more than our tickets.
Combined, yeah.
Fun times, but at least they're gonna, like, of course we're bringing them. Like, there was never a question not bringing them, like, that. No. It's family, of course we're bringing them. It's gonna be fun. They're gonna be a Texas doggo. it's gonna be so much fun. It's gonna be so much fun. And then I had a lot of people asking why Texas, and also got a lot of comments like, of all the places on earth, why would you choose Texas? And we didn't choose Texas. Like, we didn't choose our move.
We didn't choose our location at all.
No.
We chose
based
my
on
job.
Shows based on your job and what you wanted to do and who you wanted to be with. That person just happened to be in Texas.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not like you can tell your new boss, like, love this, love the lab. How about Hawaii? Or you coming to Sweden with all of your employees? Like, nobody does that to your new boss. Like, you take it for what it is.
No, it's not like you choose the place. You choose your workplace. You don't choose the rest of it, right?
Yeah, and especially in academia.
Yeah, and in my field, in addiction research, it's not such a big field, right? So there's only that many places and that many labs that actually have anything. And we looked at and talked to like a lot of people in different places, and this was clearly the better workplace.
Yeah. So this was strictly like workplace. Had this been in another place, like, that would have been instead. Like, we were looking at different places, and the reason why none of those places worked out had nothing to do with the locations. It had all to do with like the workplace or the people you were going to work with or their funding or anything like that. Like, this was just the best option for your career. I'm excited about going to Texas though, because it is so different from Sweden. I wouldn't want to, if you said like, we're moving to Texas forever, I'd be like, so what are our options?
I don't think we have any intention of staying.
No.
Beyond this temporary employment.
Yeah.
Because that's what it is. It's temporary,
Yeah.
right? It's a maximum of 5 years.
Yeah. But I mean, if I could just choose anywhere to be for 5 years, I don't think that Texas would be that bad. It's going to be a learning thing. Like, we've never been there. It's going to be so different, both with like climate and like culture and the way that people are and the way that society works. And we both love the warmth. Like, people are saying like, oh my God, you're going to die in the warmth. Like, you love the warmth.
Yeah, I don't
You're
think...
thriving in the warmth.
This one won't like the heat, but...
No.
It's
we'll
still,
have air conditioning for him.
Yeah, and it's still cold enough in the mornings and the evenings. It's not like Southern Europe where it's 35 degrees until 10 o'clock in the evening, right? So
that would actually be worse.
That would be worse, yeah.
But I mean, if you could pick freely, I know that you wanted to go to Vancouver, but there were no like...
Now they have lots of research, but not in my field.
Maybe you need to change field.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, spend 10 years in this field. I'm doing something else.
No, of course, it's something you could do at this point as well. Change direction, but given the fact that I got this job, which is very good, then I didn't consider it.
Yeah, it's going to be really fun though. I know some people have also asked me, I'm just going to address this like really quickly, am I still going to be reviewing EU-based makeup brands? Definitely. Some people are like, oh, I'm so sad that you're moving and no longer being reviewing like European, like indie brands. The problem has never been for Americans to get European makeup. The problem has always been for Europeans to get American makeup. I'm only staying for a maximum of 5 years. I'm not going to change my favorite brands. I will still be reviewing probably the same brands as before, so I don't think anyone needs to be sad about that. People are asking, what are we bringing and how? They're asking about my makeup. I'm bringing the things that I haven't decluttered. Hopefully.
Yeah, your makeup I cannot answer, but that was also a fun thing, finding a way to ship some boxes over, because pre-COVID it was pretty cheap. You could ship, you had these companies who brought a couple of boxes to your doors, however many boxes you wanted, and then you fill them up, they brought them and they shipped them over in a week something. And it wasn't too expensive, it was like a plane ticket or something for a human, for a bunch of boxes. And but then COVID hit and it was like, all the offers I got initially were like, I don't know, tens upon tens of thousands of dollars for, thousands of dollars for shipping it by sea, which takes 6 months, and then he fit.
Yeah, he fits. Look, he fits. He fits.
Right. But then we found something normal, so we're just gonna do that. We're gonna get a couple of boxes, we're gonna fill them up, and we're bringing some makeup, some clothes,
some shoes, some bags,
and some random small item that fits.
Yeah.
I don't know. kitchen knives.
Yeah. Some things that are worth saving, but all in all, it's mainly going to be clothes and makeup, and some things that like are worth saving, but we are starting fresh. We're not bringing any furniture, we're not bringing anything like that, we're not really bringing any kitchen stuff, like we are starting fresh with everything. Hopefully somewhere to live, otherwise you'll find me in a cardboard box besides the airport. Well, we'll see how that goes, but we're shipping some things over, but most things we're not. We're selling or gifting or donating or whatever we're doing. Some people are asking if the guns scare us. Because they're like, you're allowed to carry a gun like openly. What is it called? Like when you carry it open?
Open carry.
Yeah, open carry. Yeah. And in Sweden, not even all cops have guns. You don't see people with guns in Sweden. Even if you see a cop, usually they don't have guns on them.
Yeah, they do.
No, most cops don't have guns. If they're just patrolling around, they won't have guns on them.
I won't see them with guns. Anyway.
Yeah, we don't see guns in Sweden. Like, people still own guns, but it's mostly hunting weapons, and you're not allowed to carry that outside, well, the hunting forest. But I mean, it's not really something you see a lot here. I mean, it's probably going to be really startling the first time we see it, I think. Just because it's so unusual. But I think so with everything, you get used to it. It's not like I can have a lot of opinions about something like that's not part of my culture. But also I'm moving there, so... You
habituate really fast. I mean, it's... I don't know.
It's not like we're getting a gun. We're most definitely not. But I'm not going to be like the one that's like, oh my god, I can't believe you're wearing a gun. Like, I'm not going to be that person.
No, but it's Texas. Don't you get complimentary guns for like renting a house, buying a burger?
Maybe. Buy 2 burgers, get a gun? Maybe. Maybe
we will get a
gun. We are making jokes, by the way. This is our sense of humor. But no, we're not getting a gun.
No,
and I probably, the first time I see it, I will probably like, oh yeah, and then we'd be like, oh yeah, that is the thing. But it's just, some things are so unusual, and I think that people that come here probably think the same thing about things that they see here.
Is it the same in Austin, though? I thought Austin was a little bit milder version of Texas.
Yeah, that's what I've heard as well. But I mean, people love their guns in the US all over, don't they? Isn't that like a thing? I don't know. This is the thing. These are the things that I want to see. Like, you've heard all these things, but now we get to see it. Sometimes you can have a lot of opinions about things that you've never seen or experienced, and now we get to see. People are asking about other postdoc positions, and we've already talked about that. I get questions if I am still thinking about going back to school, because I have been toying with the idea of going back to school and how that works with like, because Sweden has free education all the way up to university, like all education in Sweden is free, and I could still what is not free?
Yeah, but not in the US.
Oh no, yeah, not for me in the US. There are some schools that I could attend.
Give me a shock. No, I'm saying in the US you can't study now anyways.
No, but before, like, there are some schools in the US, but it's like not like Princeton or Harvard, but there are like, you could probably attend, there are some universities that you can attend, and Sweden will pay for them, but it's not all of them.
Not in your particular case this time around, or you're not allowed.
But I could still study in Sweden if I wanted to distance.
Yeah.
I don't have to be in Sweden to do to study for free, but I wouldn't be able to do it in US now. But as a Swedish citizen and not having a visa in US, you could definitely study some places in the US as well, but not like you can't choose freely. Of course, there are some places, because I know I checked up. I was thinking about reading environmental geoscience. It was like in New Mexico or Arizona or something like that, and I know that was covered, but then I didn't. No, I would want to read, maybe if I read something, either I would read my field or I would like to try something totally different. I can see myself reading like marketing or something, just because it's so curious. I'm curious about the field. And that's probably something that you could read on distance. And I would maybe, not when I get there first. Listen, I'm just going to be enjoying life, decorating either our apartment, our house, or our cardboard box, depending on what happens.
I love that it's faced the other way.
He's looking through the window. Oh.
Is it boring this way?
Yeah, it's so boring this way. Poor dog.
Hey.
Don't you want to be a part of this? He's like, no. I did get some questions on my Instagram as well. Let me pull them up and we'll answer a couple of those as well. Tesla has officially given up on us. Oh, you don't want to be with us anymore. I did look through my Instagram now just to see if you were asking some questions. I did get... Dear God. I did get a question from Amy Loves Makeup, and basically it's when are you coming to visit me? Pretty sure she lives in North Carolina. Wasn't that one of the places that you were looking at?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they do have research there, right?
Yeah, there's a couple places that I looked at, but it was...
You can't fit here. You don't fit. Okay.
It was never based on geography. It was just labs. There are some labs in North Carolina and...
Maybe they have conferences that we can go.
Yeah.
See, it could happen, Amy. Maybe you'll be going to more conferences now than in North America.
Probably.
When you're closer. Yeah, I guess so. A lot of people are asking what would we miss in Sweden besides like family and friends. Oh, we have a cat visitor instead.
I don't know.
The candy?
Southern Europe?
Yeah.
Or vacations?
Yeah, I will probably miss being able to go to Southern Europe for vacations. I will miss a lot of things. I will miss a lot of food and snacks. I'm sure of it.
No.
You won't, but I'm sure I will. I'm sure I will. Other than that, I don't think like necessarily.
Swedish food is pretty boring.
Yeah, but not that, but like just being able to go to a grocery store and know where everything is and know where every comfort food is and where every snack is and everything you like.
You'll learn that in a day.
A day? Maybe, but I know that that's probably something that I'm gonna be missing. I'm sure of it. Do you have any plans for health coverage? That was one of the first questions I asked you when we were planning to do this. I'm like, do they have health insurance?
Yeah, you're not allowed to move to the US without insurance.
Yeah.
You have to guarantee it in your visa, and you can't even apply for the visa unless you have it pre-arranged. So I will
Wait,
be...
where are you? Did I marry Quasimodo?
It's no back support.
I'm sorry. Let me.
Oh yeah. That's good. No, but I will have through my university, and you just pay a little extra, and it covers your family. And I haven't looked into all the details yet. And I think it's pretty good because I think everyone are using this one. There's no one who's buying anything extra or additional, so I think it would cover.
Yeah. I mean, it literally was the first question. I was like, okay, so you're getting a job? Are they offering health insurance? And they are, because like I'm a Swede. I'm used to having free healthcare. I'm used to not having to worry about. I mean, if stuff happens, I'm being able to like call an ambulance or book an appointment with a doctor, and it's gonna be the same in the US. Otherwise, I probably would not have gone if we had to sort that ourselves, because I know of people that pay for that every month, and it's an incredible amount of money, which is mind blowing. Do you have any places once you move to the States that you want to visit? I don't think places necessarily as people. Like there are people I want to visit in the States. They happen to live in places, but it's mostly the people I want to visit.
Yeah, we have friends. Although I would probably want to see like New Orleans, and there's lots of there's lots of nice parks around as well for the dog, like
and you have
big
given
international
us,
parks.
Yeah, and you've given us a lot of like suggestions of parks that you think are good, and I've been Google imaging all of them. So yeah, I have a lot of friends that I of course want to visit, and we also have friends in common that we want to visit. And then, like, of course there are places that, like, it's so much easier to visit because we were the kind of people we were before the pandemic. Oh my. But, like, we used to take long weekends and go to cities in Europe and just go to places and see stuff like Paris or Rome or stuff like that. And I hope that we will be able to do stuff like that in the US as well. Like, just
I think so.
see stuff like that. And there's also like, I would love to go back to the Caribbean. It's so beautiful. Maybe that could be our new Southern Europe. Me and Heather Austin are already planning to go to Mexico together. Like, there are plans, people. There are plans in motion. So I'm sure there's going to be a lot of places that we are going to be able to see.
Wait, I know.
Hey, somebody needs to feed the dog and the cats. Have fun with that. Someone was asking, wait, is this the last one? Yes, someone was asking, this is going to be the last question. If you have any more questions, let us know down below. Maybe I can do a Q&A if I can just cover some more questions, who knows, especially if it's like more about the YouTube channel and stuff. But I got this question, are you leaving any of your stuff in Sweden?
3 things.
Maybe a little more than 3 things, but I told you that we're not bringing any furniture and we were like selling and giving away most stuff, but there are some things that we're saving, like family heirlooms, like some furniture that I've gotten from relatives, and some things that are like really either custom or expensive or stuff that like we would like to have when we come back, but there are very few.
Yeah, my mom has a big house on the countryside, so we're just
stuffing some things there.
Yeah, just a few things.
And you're saving some of the books that you got from your uncle in Italian. I'm not saving any of my books. I gave some away to my mom. I'm like, what do you want to read? See, this is a free library where you don't have to return the book. Yeah, but most of the things, no. I mean, your mom's probably going to take all of our plants and maybe we'll get some of them back when we come back to Europe again, and like some paintings and stuff that we like. But most of the things, no, but we will definitely be saving some things that we like that we just won't be bringing. But we won't like pay for storage. It will be less enough stuff so that we can keep it at your mom's. Are you excited?
Yeah, it's been a long time in the
vacuum.
In the making. COVID timing was not great for us.
Yeah, it was not good. We were supposed to move more than a year ago. I quit my job and everything, and well, as you can see, we kind of didn't, so we are excited for a change. None of us is from the city where we live right now. We don't have really family here, so it's like, what are we like really doing here? None of us even
shipping?
Yeah, none of us even work here anymore. Like, our family doesn't live here, none of us work here. Like, we are just anxious to do something else, and it just happens to be this, which is exciting. And then we'll see what happens afterwards. I'm still voting for the Mediterranean.
No jobs.
We can make one. You can be my vlog assistant. Screw this PhD that you got going on. You can be a YouTube husband. Anyways, thank you so much for watching the video. If you have any more questions, please let me know down below. Maybe I can film another Get Ready With Me. I am trying to upload every day until Christmas. If that doesn't happen, don't shoot me, because it's a lot of things going on. Right now we're homeless in like a couple of months. We already left in Sweden. You put in a notice on your apartment when you want to leave, and you have 3 months. So we have 3 months. Well, now it's less.
We're not going to be here for 3 months.
No, to find something. And someone was also asking, like, why are we moving around Christmas? And it's, all, of course, because his contract starts in January.
We just wanted to move as soon as possible.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, and the paperwork took a really long time. Way more than it should have. So,
yeah,
due to COVID.
But, like, everything took really long. And then, eventually, everything just... It was like ketchup. Just all of it came at once. And I'm like, ooh, we're moving. So... But I'm excited. I'm really excited. Anyways, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. And I will have a video tomorrow as well, which is going to be my monthly haul. It's going to be exciting. Are you excited? Bye!